Hi, welcome to your 15-minute workout, and today's workout is about the abs and the waist. So let's get those abs warmed up. Come on to hands and knees. And middle fingers or pointer fingers are pointed forward with your shoulders over your hands. And your hips are over your knees, shin bones are parallel to each other. And take a breath in and let the belly relax towards the mat. And as you exhale, pick that navel up. Inhale in through the nose, and exhale. You can blow out candles. You can say ha, or shh, whichever activates your abdominals the best. So inhale, let the belly relax, and exhale, pick the belly up, navel to spine, and cinch in your waist. One more. Shh. Now inhale into your rib cage. And exhale, draw your navel in deeper without moving any bones. Just the rib cage is expanding and contracting. Your spine is not moving. Two more. Last one. Now keeping that breathing going. Inhale, relax your chest towards the mat, and exhale, pick it back up. Shoulder blades glide towards each other. Shoulder blades glide away. Your navel stays into your spine the entire time. One more sternum drop, and then lift it. Now keep it lifting. Keep those shoulder blades wide and turn your toes under. Check that you still have a nice long line from your head to your tail whilst we're still in neutral. On your next exhale, draw your navel into your spine and pick those kneecaps up off of the mat 1 inch and lower them back down. And again, exhale and lift, and inhale and lower. And again, exhale and lift, and inhale and lower. On the next one, stay there and lift and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knees. And you should start to feel kind of warm in your face and your shoulders and your abdominals. And now come to lying on your side facing me. We're going to do a baby banana or half a banana. So I'm going to keep the top leg out straight, the bottom arm out straight. Take the top arm over your head to your cheek and temple, and let your head rest in your hand. So imagine that your arm is a sling, and you're going to lift your head, but you're not going to lift from your arm. You're going to lift from your top waist. So you're going to try to bring your top ribs down towards the hip to shorten the waist to pick the head up, and then lower it. So if you notice, I'm not just bending in my neck, I'm bending at my waist. I'm going to try that a couple more times with the navel drawing in towards your spine. And now see if you can add the leg lifting. Once again, for today's purposes, it's not the leg muscles doing the lifting, it's actually the waist muscles. You're going to bring that top hip towards your ribs as you bring your ribs towards your hip, and that's going to pick your foot up. So I'm not actually using my leg or tush muscles for our side-lying leg lifts for today. I'm using my waist. One more. You can either continue with this version of banana. If you want to make it more challenging, put your top hand in front of your sternum and stretch both legs out long. For today, we're going to point our toes. The bottom hand, the palm is facing down. And you're going to lift your head and lift your legs by shortening your waist, and then lower. And you're trying to see if you can lift your upper body and the lower half of your body, those legs, at about the same rate. So you're not trying to lift one half of you higher than the other. And you can keep going with this version of banana, or you're welcome to make it a little more challenging and turn the bottom palm to face up. And as you come into banana, see if you can float your arm and shoulder away from your mat. If you'd like, if this is too wobbly, you can keep that bottom arm palm facing down on the mat. 2 more. Squeezing those legs together and keeping the navel drawing in towards your spine, and keep breathing. You can breathe in as you lift or out as you lift, whichever seems to work best for you to balance. Right now, come up to sitting and switch to the other side. So I would say swing your legs around to the other side. And lie down so you can still face me. Your bottom leg is bent, your bottom arm is out straight, palm facing down. Your top leg is resting on the mat, and your top arm is going to go over your head to your opposite cheek and temple. I'm going to start with just the head, bringing those top ribs down towards your hip to shorten the waist, and then lower. And again, lifting and lowering, keeping the neck relaxed. The neck's not really doing all that much bending. You're trying to bend at your waist. One more. And using the waist to lift your leg at the same time, bring that top hip towards your ribs, and that's going to pick the leg up, not the leg and tush muscles for today. Two more. And check that your navel's in towards your spine, that your head's heavy in your hand. And you can continue with this version of banana or stretch both legs out long with the top hand in front of your sternum. For now, the bottom hand is palm facing down, toes are pointed for today's version, and you're going to lift into banana and then lower, bringing your ribs and hip on that top side towards each other. And you may notice the one banana is easier than the other. Good. Now you can continue with that version of banana, or turn your bottom palm to face up and lift the arm as you do your banana. Four more. Keeping the navel in. Two more. And one more. Good. Come up to sitting. Right now, I'm going to turn sideways so that you can see me. You're welcome to turn your mat so you're facing your device so that you can see me, whichever works best for you. And the legs for the next few exercises can be out straight. They can be bent with the feet on the mat, or they can be with the knees out to the side with the soles of the feet together. You get to choose which feels best. I'll demonstrate a little bit of each, but you can choose what feels most comfortable for you. So for now, I'm going to start with the knees out and the soles of the feet together. Sitting on top of my sit bones. So find those sit bones equally weighted. You're going to reach your fingertips forward, arms are parallel to the mat, and shoulders are relaxed away from your ears. Collarbones are wide, shoulder blades are wide. And I'm going to imagine there's a beach ball sitting here on my lap. And I'm going to bring my chin to my throat. I'm going to stretch up and over that imaginary beach ball, and then roll back up, stacking one vertebra on top of another. So first, my nice long spine, then my chin to my throat, my head goes forward. I soften my sternum, so soften your sternum back to get some curve in between the shoulder blades. Sit bones stay heavy. This is a curve from the waist up. The waist down is holding still. Two more. So the chin into the throat, make that double chin. Keep the arms parallel to the mat as you stretch forward and roll back up. One more time. Good. Sitting up tall, bring your palms together. Keep weight equal on both sit bones. On your next exhale, twist to the right and inhale to center. And as you twist, imagine that your waist, that your torso is a sponge and you're trying to wring out the water. So wring out the water out of your torso and come back to center. And again to the left. Come back to center. Now you can keep the legs however they are. If you feel like, oh, I've had enough in that position, you can adjust the legs. I'm going to switch mine and have mine out straight this time. Your choice for the legs. Keeping the palms together. Keeping the spine long. You're going to tip your spine back. Come right back on top of your sit bones. Go back off of your sit bones by keeping the spine long and straight, and then bring yourself back up. Two more times. You choose how far back you tip based on how long you can keep your spine straight and that you feel like your navel's drawing in and giving you some support. If you lose that support, if you start to feel it in your lower back or elsewhere, don't tip back so much, or adjust the leg position. This can also be done sitting in a chair if that would feel more comfortable. One more and you're going to stay there. On your exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, come center, and twist to the left. So same spine twist, but on a tilt. If the tilt's too much, you can go right back to sitting. Two more sets. Wring out that water out of your torso like it's a sponge. Last set. And then sit yourself back up. And everyone, let's change our leg positions for the next one. Everybody's going to bend their knees. So I'm saying everyone, I guess I'm assuming your whole family is doing this video. Feel free. The kids can join in too. You're going to have your legs parallel to each other with your hands behind your thighs, sitting up nice and tall. And you're going to draw your navel in. This is from the waist down to start. So tucking the tail under, draw the navel into the spine, and then sit back on top of your sit bones. So if you've taken my class or done sessions with me, I may have talked about the dinner party. So if we're doing this exercise, you could do this in a chair at a dinner party, because from the waist up, no one's going to know that you're doing a Pilates exercise. It's all from the waist down. So the navel's drawing in. Imagine there's a string from your navel out your spine. That string is being pulled, and that's what's taking you back off of your sit bones. Now go a little bit further, and then sit back on top of your sit bones. And go back just a little bit further, and you figure out where the furthest is that you can handle. Which means keeping your navel drawing in towards your spine, no hunched shoulders. So your goal will be somewhere slightly bent elbows or straight elbows, and stay here and breathe, breathing into your rib cage. And exhale, draw your navel in towards your spine. And your gaze is just straight forward. And exhale, keeping the belly still. Breathing into the rib cage. Last one. You can either keep the hands behind your thighs for some support, or draw the belly in and float the palms. And keep breathing. If this is too much, grab your thighs. 2 more. Last one. To make it harder, this is another thing that you can do. You can either stay as you are, or if you want to make it more challenging, inhale, float both arms up. And exhale, push your palms down. Float both arms up. And push your palms down. 2 more times. And last one. Grab your thighs, sit yourself back up. All right, last series. You can either come onto your back, so you can lie all the way down on your back and do the exercises here. Or for today, we're going to do it on our elbows. But at any point, if this is too much for your chest or your back or your arms, you can always come onto your back. So keeping your spine nice and long, we're not slouching towards the mat. So lift your sternum up, lift your waist away from the floor. And as you exhale, bring your right leg into tabletop and lower your foot. Little marching steps into tabletop. And can you do this without letting the waist sag towards the mat as you bring the leg into tabletop? This can also be done into relaxed tabletop with the knee completely bent. On the next one, bring one leg into tabletop and have the other one join it. Check that you still have the sternum lifting, the waist lifting. And we're going to point our toes for today. And on your exhale, draw your navel in and tap one toe, either to the mat or close to the mat, in tabletop or relaxed tabletop. And as I said before, you could do this entire series lying flat on your back. Or with a pillow behind your head might also give you a little support. Or a rolled up hand towel underneath your waist for some support. Depends on where you feel the strain. The towel under the waist is good for lower back pain. The pillow under the head is good for bra strap tension. Go to one more set. Now squeeze your legs together, lower both feet towards the mat, and then pick them back up and lower and lift. Good, 2 more. And last one. And now take those knees with the legs squeezed together and take your knees over to the right, lifting the left hip. Bring your pelvis back to the mat and then sway to the left. Once again, this can all be done lying flat on your back. But 2 more sets. Keeping that spine long. Last one. Come back to center. Lower your feet. Pick yourself back up. Last thing, turn yourself all the way onto hands and knees. This can be done on your hands or can be done on your forearms, whichever is best for your wrists for today. So middle fingers are pointed forward or pointer fingers are forward, your choice. Shoulders are over your hands, that sternum is lifted just like at the beginning of class. Step 1 foot back behind you with the toes turned under. Exhale and pick up the other foot. Lower the first knee, lower the second knee. Stretch that first leg out. Step out the second leg. Lower the first knee. Lower the second knee. And just step out and back onto hands and knees. And out, and back onto hands and knees. 2 more. Last one. Switch. Step out the second foot. It's going to start at first. Draw the navel in towards your spine. So this isn't just shoulders, it's also abdominals. And try to make it more abdominals than arms and shoulders. Good. Step out the second foot. Lower. Good. Repeat that. So make sure you're reversing which foot you're stepping out with. Good. Keep going. Feel that navel drawing in towards your spine and the chest lifting away from the mat. Last one, you're going to stay in your plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower your knees. Sit back in child's pose. Roll your wrists around for a moment. And you are all done. Thank you so much. Bye.